Well, beautiful afternoon, everyone. Thank you again. If you have been here and you are staying for this 30-day journey on YouTube, learning all about Love You Studios Holistic Wellness Center and learning more about me, our products, our philosophy, learning about our methodologies, I really appreciate you being here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, question for you. Have you ever picked up a body lotion, excuse me, and you put it on and within an hour your skin was dry again? I'm sure that has happened to every last one of us at some point in time. It was like you've never put anything on, like you've never even moisturized. Or maybe your skin has changed, like mine. Mine changed. And if you have listened to the video from Bennett College, you will know exactly how my skin changed. I tell that story in the very beginning. So, especially if you're in perimenopause or in menopause, and nothing you've tried seems to help. It's nothing. It doesn't do anything for your skin, and you're just left kind of feeling like what's going to work. And you probably have a cabinet full of products if you're anything like I was. That was me. So today, what I want to do is introduce you to my blend of body butters. I was going to take you all behind the scenes. We will do that on another time. I just wasn't feeling quite like myself today. So I'm going to tell you about it and then I will show you all about it hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Okay? Deal? Deal. All right. So this is, I'll tell you exactly why I make the decisions that I make and use the products that I use, and why what you put on your skin matters as much as what you put in it, because what you put in a product lands on your skin, right? We already talked about the skin being the largest organ on the body. So definitely your products are important. So let me start with something that a lot of people may not know, okay? And that is most body lotions that you used are water. We talked about the ingredient list, right? Remember that when we were reading the label? Aqua is almost always the first ingredient in conventional lotions, and water evaporates. And because it evaporates, oftentimes it can take some of your skin's moisture right along with it. Body butters are oil-based, no water, and that means every single ingredient is an active ingredient. That means it's working on something, okay? So body butters, since they're oil-based, there's no fillers. So my body butters do not have any fillers. I'm going to go over the labels with you, and we're going to read exactly what's on this label, and then we're going to talk about why I chose these and how they function. Okay? So, for women in menopause and perimenopause, the distinction is everything. As estrogen declines, your skin produces less of its natural oils, of its own natural oils. It becomes drier, thinner, and more reactive. So, reactive being more sensitive. A water based lotion cannot compensate for that, but a well formulated body butter can. Okay? Before I ever decide what goes into a product, I ask one question: what does this person's body actually need? And that question first started with me. Not what will I make it that smells good, not what will make it look good, not what looks good or luxurious on a shelf. It's what we apply externally can support or stress what's happening internally. So every ingredient I choose has to earn its place. It has to have a therapeutic purpose, and it has to be something I would put on my own skin because I use my own products and have been for years. I cannot tell you the last time I actually paid for a lotion. Okay? I do this every single day. And I don't share my exact formula because those are proprietary. But I will let you know why I use what I use, because an informed customer is absolutely my base and my focus, and that's the kind of customer that I want. All right, this is my spicy lavender body butter. Okay, the ingredients are down here on the label, and this is the use. And on this side, it says Signature Series. Okay, I know it's backwards for you all. All right, so we're going to go through this and talk about what's in these ingredients. I'm going to read you in general, though, the base. So let's just talk about shea butter. Shea butter, and I use unrefined shea butter, it's one of the most skin compatible botanicals on the earth. It contains vitamins A, E, and F, which is an essential fatty acid that directly supports barrier function. Remember, we talked about the skin barrier? For skin that has lost elasticity and moisture in perimenopause and menopause, shea butter is foundational. And again, I only use unrefined. The refining process strips the therapeutic compounds. If your shea butter is bright white and odorless, it has been processed and most of what made it valuable is gone. And then my carrier oils, that's the treatment layer. Depending on the blend, I work with oils that have specific therapeutic properties, some for inflammation, some for barrier repair, some for elasticity support. Each one is chosen for what it does, not simply for how it feels. Okay? Bear with me 1 second. All right. So, and then my essential oils. We talked about essential oils before. My essential oils are the therapeutic finish. And in Love You Studios body butters, any essential oil present is there for a specific reason. And I talked to you about that earlier too, about every product being meaningful. It serves a purpose in all of my products. So the spicy lavender, for example, which is what we have in front of us, it's great for nervous system and anti-inflammatory. So it has those properties in the herbs. The scent benefit is therapeutic, and that's the intention. No synthetic fragrances ever go in my body butters. No fillers. I know some people were using at one point, I want to say, was it cornstarch and some other weird ingredients because they did not want the greasy feeling. And so, what that tells me is that they did not take the time to learn about the oils and the butters that they were using in their blend. Because if you understand wet and dry butters, wet and dry oils, you understand the constituents, and you don't have to understand it all. We don't have to be chemists around here, but you need to read and know the benefits and the contraindications of the products that you are selling. Okay? The more you know, the more educated you are, the more you can educate your clients and your customers. Okay? Whether that's through copy on the website or through video or through your blog or a vlog or any information that you uh, ship with your product, okay? And we want a well-informed client base. So I would not be comfortable explaining it to you face to face if I offered any synthetic ingredients because I can't tell you what goes into those ingredients. And I want to speak directly to my menopausal and perimenopausal community for just a moment. I think most body products fail you because as estrogen declines, your skin experiences shift, significantly reduced oil production, leading to dryness and tightness, accelerated collagen loss. We talked about that in the video from yesterday, okay? It affects firmness and texture. A compromised skin barrier. We've talked about this a few times, so you're going to start hearing some of these phrases repeated, okay? That means more sensitivity and more reactivity. Slower cell turnover rate. I talked about that on the day one of this video series when I was demonstrating how I use my cleansing balms. It means when you have slow skin cell turnover, it means duller skin and an uneven skin tone. Okay. A body butter formulated with these needs in mind works in multiple levels simultaneously. The oil base replaces what your sebaceous glands are no longer producing. Sebaceous glands again are your oil glands. The fatty acids support barrier repair and retention, and the therapeutic botanicals address inflammation and support healing. Application ritual itself, right? It's taking the time to touch and care for your body is a wellness practice. And in midlife, that ritual matters. The more time that we can take for ourselves, because so much of what we do is rush, 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 rush. You're in a hurry to get here. You're in a hurry to go over there. You're in a hurry to do this. We're in a hurry to do that. We're in a hurry to go. We're in a hurry to come back. We're in a hurry to get up. We're in a hurry to go to sleep. It's just go, 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 go. So preparing yourself intentionally, right? With intention, preparing yourself for your wellness time. Again, whether that may be journaling, and I mentioned that in a video, I think from a couple of days ago, whether you are journaling or whether you are getting ready to take your bath, whether you are going to use a smoke, right? One of our herbal blends that you're smoking or the teas that you're drinking, whatever you're doing, you want to be intentional. So taking your body butter and applying it, and I need to put some on my hands. I'm just going to use a little bit because I'm going to go take another shower in a few. And applying it to your skin, being intentional about getting the crevices. I'm going to show you them as you look. Look at that right there. Just dry. And I stay dry here because my hands are always in some water, as you can imagine. I use gloves, but I'm also constantly washing my hands, constantly washing my hands or cleaning the counters or cleaning utensils and bowls and things like that. So my hands are always in some water. Okay. So let's see, where were we? Let's see. I made the butters for women like me, whose skin changed and who deserve products that understand those changes, not products designed for a 25-year-old Chantel. I was 25 once. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but I was 25 once. In a wellness practice and in let me see, taking more time to touch and care for your body. Where we at? I lost my way. They understand the changes, not products designed for a 25-year-old, repackaged with a mature skin label. So, as we're talking about labels a few days ago, we were talking about labels and reading the labels and understanding what is on the labels. And I believe there is an app where you can scan something and it will tell you. Maybe that's just for food. I could be thinking of something completely different. I don't remember. But you want to make sure if you look on that label and you cannot read what is in that product, I suggest you don't buy it. Buy from a small business, okay? Someone that you trust. Buy from that business. And then also buy from a local if you can, okay? Because then you'll know what's going in your products. All right, so let's talk about these ingredients really quickly. That was my computer speaking to me saying, you do not have enough storage space. All right, so what's in here is Yukuba butter, okay? Yukuba butter. And then there's mango, and there's shea, and then there's capuchu butter, and then there are some various oils, jojoba being one, jojoba seed, castor oil, rice bran oil, and rosehip seed oil, okay? And then there's some mustard seed oil in here as well. I use a vitamin E, okay, to keep it from going rancid, to keep the oils from going rancid. There's no water anywhere in this blend. Now these come with a flip top. The top flips up, and this is mine that I use, okay? I use this, it's over, look, half gone. These come with a flip top. Flip the top. You get a black bamboo scoop that comes with it. Looks more like a mini spoon, but it's just a little scoop. But since it's me and I save my scoops for my clients and customers, I just take a little bit out and put these on. Now, what we have noticed, okay? See, that's what that looks like. What we've noticed with this particular formula, and this is a newer formula, I reformulated these this year. What we have noticed is that you know how you go, for those of you that go get your hands and feet done, and you know, I think the laws changed in some states with how they scrape your heels. They were over scraping our heels, particularly for Black women, because the skin tends to be just a little bit denser, okay? A little more dense. And that has to do with a lot of different um, reasons, melanin being one. We'll get into a melanin study after we're done with these 30 days. But it tends to be a little thicker. And so our skin is, it's soft, but we don't need them to shave it because what it's doing, that skin is trying to regenerate itself. They shave it down, your skin is flaking, your heels are super dry, you can't figure out what's going on because your skin is saying, stop doing that. They're doing too much. They're over scrubbing that heel. What you need is something that will heal it. I'm telling you, this butter does that. My husband has been using this every day on his heels, well, most days when he's here, which is good because he's gone, he's over the road. Um, but when he's here, takes a shower and he puts his body butter on his feet. He said, babe, feel my feet. It really has been healing his feet. I'll have to take some pictures because, baby, before you did not want to see them feet coming. But his feet look really, really good. And I've been using it on my heels. And what I noticed, my feet were so dry and flaky. I hadn't been to get a pedicure in probably about 3 months. Feet were dry, like dry skin on the floor, dry, like embarrassingly dry. I was the only one that saw it. So I just started applying my butter. And in about a week, I noticed not only were they not flaking, but literally the skin on my heel was literally trying to regenerate itself quickly. So what these do, that combination, it's deep hydration. Deep hydration. And people will tell you, butters don't offer any hydration. I know my products. I just gave you the name. You can look them up for yourself. Intense skin repair and high level protection. And I source my butters from the country of origin. Okay? I source my products from the country of origin. My butters, my oils, I get them. They are food grade and therapeutic grade. And because things are kind of a little wonky, I get them from different providers. But my butters, I get them from the country of origin. Okay? Like most of my herbs. Try to get them from the country of origin when I can. But this butter is really good. Look at that. My ash is gone. And then you're not feeling greasy because it has a high absorbency rate. Okay? A high absorbency rate. A lot of times we're focused on the wrong thing. And it's not to say that it smells really good. This is my signature scent that I created, Spicy Lavender. So it's not to say that we don't want a product that smells good. We do. But we want something that is functional, that is good for our skin, that is better than, these dupes that people are loving and coming out with. You're not going to find any dupes over here. So if you want popular scents, we are not going to be the company for you. Okay? I'm all about skincare, talking about healthy skin and how we can improve our skin. That starts from the inside out. And you all are going on this journey with me. Okay? So that's just a little information about the Spicy Lavender body butter. But you can find, of course, all of our products online, and you can see where you can get more information on that and all the ingredients. Okay? Before I go, it's how you apply your product does matter. I applied it on dry skin. You see how it's still absorbed really well. I have to be worried about, I can wipe my hands on my shirt, and I have a white shirt. Wipe my hands, and you guys can tell I edit none of my videos. Um, so you want to get the best use of your product, you want to apply it to damp skin. Okay? If you use one of our soaps, then you're going to benefit from that too. I have butter bars, and you will love those as well. And then also, let's see, drinking or soaking in the bath salts and the teas, you can use those. And remember, our products are multifunctional. Okay? Best skin is the best. Right after your shower or bath, before you fully dry off, is going to be the best application. It's going to go a little bit further. All right? So the water on your skin will help emulsify the butter and drives it deeper into the skin. So the more layers in the skin that this butter accesses, the better it is for your skin overall, and the longer your skin will stay moisturized. Okay? Take your time, use slow upward strokes. It's not just moisturizing, it's a lymphatic support. So anytime you're doing this, right, we're taking our time and we're putting on our butters and oils, and it's a light massage, but you're moving the lymph. There's a lymph massage that I do. This is lymph. You're moving your lymph just like that. You always want to move it. Actually, you want to move it towards the heart. Okay? That's moving lymph. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. So that rubbing is going to help move your lymph while applying functional product to your skin. Okay? So, three things. Three things. What are the three things? I want you to subscribe, hit the bell, and go visit us at www.loveyoustudios for more information. If you never buy a product from me, you are going to be well informed. And again, thank you so much for hanging out with me and just going on this journey. It is appreciated. My name is Chantel, and I am here with you from Love You Studios Holistic Wellness Center. Until next time, you take care.